In this Cineversity one-on-one quick tip, I want to show you how to create this really awesome effect of a model being shredded like it's made out of cloth in the wind. This was actually something that I first saw in Brett Morris's 2016 Siggraph presentation, and there it involved the use of a plugin. So I'm going to show you how to do this using R20 and fields. Go ahead and open up the scene file head start, and the first thing we need to do is make our point selection. This selection of points is they're the points that this effect is going to originate and grow from. So I've already made a selection and saved it as a point selection tag. So you can just double click on that tag to select those points. Now we need to actually use vertex maps, vertex weight maps here. So with these selected points, go to your select menu, and all the way at the bottom we're going to set the vertex weight. So click set vertex weight, and we want a value of 100% with the mode being set, and then hit OK. So every other point will be red, and those which were selected will be yellow. Now we need this to grow, and this growth is going to be the cloth turning on. Every point that's yellow will behave like cloth. So to make that grow effect, we're going to select the vertex map tag and then enable use fields. Now it already has the exact field we need, the freeze field, but we need to change its layer control mode from none to grow. Now I've already determined that a radius of 1.2 works for this model, and I liked the strength of like 20%. So we can already see it happening a little bit. But let's press play, and you can actually see it growing. Great. That's exactly what we want. So let's stop and rewind. Now let's add the cloth tags. Let's go simulation cloth, and I'm going to drag that tag into stiffness. So let's press play, keeping in mind that all those red points have 0% weight, so they're 0% stiff, and the whole thing just drops. There is gravity, so we're going to go to the forces tab in the cloth tag and set the gravity to 0. And we do want to set the wind direction Z to -1, so that all the cloth will move forward in the direction the face is facing. And I'm going to set the wind strength to 50. And let's see, I'm going to enable also use tear. Now we're not going to see the tear yet, but let's press play, and again, boom. Now that's just wacky, so I'm going to rewind, and I'm going to put the head in the cloth surface, and because I've enabled that tear option, it just shreds away into nothing. So the reason why when I press play everything just shreds away is because all those points are being activated by cloth, and they're being blown away immediately. So we're going to use the cloth belt tag to fix points and then release them with that same growth animation. So we're going to add the simulation tag cloth belt, and I already have a polygon object to belt onto, and that's this. It's just a little cube inside the head, this object named belt, so I'm going to drag that down into the belt tags belt on field. And then in the head we need to go to points mode and then Control or Command A to select all the points. Go back to the cloth belt tags properties and click on the points set button. And then we get all the points are being drawn that are set. They're yellow. It's a little distracting. We'll disable that draw option. Now what we need to do is release these points over time using that growth. So what we need is an inverted version of this vertex map. Okay, so I'm going to control click to make a duplicate of this vertex map tag. Actually control click drag just to the right a little bit. And I'm going to go to the basic properties and name this vertex map invert. And then in the fields tab, I want to make sure that I enable subfields only. This prevents flickering. And then I'm going to add the invert field on top of my freeze. Now let's preview this by disabling the cloth and rewinding and pressing play. So now we see it's going from, we have a value of 0 that's growing over. So 0% belt. So all these red points will be released into the cloth and the tear and everything. So now let's actually see everything together. Oh, I forgot something, didn't I? I forgot in the cloth belt tag to apply that inverted vertex map. Now let's rewind and play. There we go.
If you're interested in personalized training or project assistance, visit CineversityOneOnOne.com and visit Cineversity.com for more great tutorials and resources.